How can you increase your self-worth? Well, I'll welcome you to this episode with two poignant quotes from two renowned people, and they go like this. Too many people overvalue what they are not and undervalue what they are. That's by Malcolm S. Forbes. And the second one by Mark Twain is the worst loneliness is not to be comfortable within yourself. So let's kick it off, ladies. I get this question a lot. Many of you want me to discuss how you can increase your self-worth, your self-esteem and your self-confidence. And I'm glad that this is of importance to you because honestly, ladies, you cannot level up in whatever way that means to you without these key ingredients. For those of you who are visiting my channel for the first time, you are so most welcome. My name is Vivian. I'm the founder of Woman of Elegance, which is a platform that I've created to help women from across the globe become the most incredibly successful, elegant, and classy women that they can be. I teach this in a number of ways, so I really hope that you'll gain a lot from my self-improvement platform. Please check my Instagram and my website for more information. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the words such as self-worth, self-love, self-confidence, self-esteem, and really it just boils down to what you think of yourself, not what others think of you, what you think and how you feel about yourself. So narrowing this down to self-worth, Merriam-Webster dictionary definition defines this as a sense of one's own value as a human being and a feeling that you are a good person who deserves to be treated with self-respect. Now, ladies, do you honestly feel that you deserve to be treated with the self-respect and the love that you want? How do you rate yourself? How do you value yourself? Do you define yourself as a woman of high value or high caliber? This personal perception of yourself can be either positive or negative. The impacts that self-worth has on your relationships with people, the relationship with yourself, with your family members, and etc. is really important. Sandy Hale quoted, "Self-worth is so vital to your happiness. If you don't feel anything good about you, it's hard for you to feel anything good about anything else." Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions really offshoots how you think and how you feel about yourself. So many psychologists and other professionals really see that people tie their self-worth to their achievements. When you achieve something good, you're impressed with yourself and you feel good about yourself. This in turn enhances your acceptance of yourself. And apart from other self-evaluated abilities and achievements, people also tie their self-worth down to possessions, good looks, their job, their career. But ladies, think about this. There are so many people who have been absolutely gorgeous, who have had incredibly successful careers, but have battled their whole lives with low self-worth. So can your self-worth really be tied to your looks or your achievements? What is a healthy self-worth? Having a healthy self-worth really involves acknowledging your capabilities and your limitations. It's about acknowledging the things that you can do well and the things that you can't do so well, and not beating yourself up for your past mistakes, forgiving yourself for everything that you've done previously and moving on. In doing so, you're loving your person and accepting who you are. It's accepting that whether you think you're all that or you're not all that, realizing that these things don't define me. My talents, my bank accounts, my achievements, my accolades, whether they're tangible or non-tangible, does not affect my high opinion of myself. And that, ladies, is what it means to have a high self-worth. Now, this may sound a little bit controversial, knowing that a lot of people do tie their self-worth and their self-esteem even to what they've achieved in the past. But ladies, think about this. The reason why some people even go suicidal when a business venture or a career goes belly up and they become less successful in life is because they've tied their self-worth and their value to these things. So obviously when these things go wrong, they feel like life is no longer worth living. So if our self-worth is tied down to our financial capabilities or our achievements, then that means the majority of people will be wallowing in self-pity and a self-loathing because they haven't hit the pinnacle of what it is to become incredibly successful in society. But unfortunately, some women erroneously allow their achievements to become tied to their self-worth. So ladies, the question is, in view of our explanation as to what self-worth is and what it's not, how can a lady who is struggling with low self-worth develop and build high self-worth and high value of herself? Shun self-criticism. Even though it's very necessary for you to evaluate your actions from time to time, ensure that you do not give in to self-condemnation. Being overly critical of yourself can only result in two things: self-loathing and self-pity. Both of these things, ladies, are worms that eat away at your self-esteem. Cut that voice of criticism short whenever it rears its ugly head. It is so important to do this. It is so important to maintain that positivity. That voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough or you don't measure up to be anything good, ladies, that needs to go. Do not allow your mind to take you in that direction. For example, if you're an assistant at a law firm, it does not mean you're any lesser than a partner. You are needed there, hence the reason why you're employed. Just by way of example, ladies, you are worth so much more, and you have to keep on believing that. You cannot become this elegant, feminine, high value ladies if your mind is not aligned to that. Your wins and your losses in life are not the determining factors of your self-worth. Know yourself. Ladies, a lot of us don't really take the time to evaluate and get to know who we really are, what our wants are, what our dislikes are, what our likes are, what we want to be in life. We don't really take the time to really try and understand that. Some are even afraid to look inside themselves. How about you, my elegant ladies? Sincerely, can you describe yourself without referring to your job, your accomplishments, education, etc., etc.? Can you really define who you are without mentioning those things? An understanding of who you are really puts things in perspective to help you develop that self-worth. Understand who you are not, why you behave the way that you do, your passions, your purpose, your struggles, your fears, habits, mistakes, strengths, weaknesses. An honest appraisal of yourself is really essential in pinpointing where you need to work on yourself. A lot of you ladies have asked me to talk about my level up journey and how I got to where I am today, and I absolutely will do this for you in the coming months. But ladies, I promise you, there was once upon a time when I had no self-esteem, when my confidence levels were zero. I couldn't even look people in the eye because I was too shy. I had no self-worth and I didn't like myself. And that is such a far cry from where I am today. So ladies, I promise you, if I can do it, you absolutely can. You need to start with these steps. So having said that, let's move on. Love yourself more. It's easier to love someone when you start to accept who they are. Now that you've accepted who you are, begin to love and cherish yourself like never before. Be kind and be generous and be more tolerant of yourself. Self-love, ladies, is not a selfish act. It's simply good stewardship of the only gift you have, and that gift is you. The gift that you are put on this earth to offer other people. You are valuable. Louise Hay said something absolutely lovely, and I absolutely love this quote. You have been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving yourself and see what happens. Develop your self-worth. As you accept and love yourself, the more that you will start to develop a higher opinion of yourself. Your self-esteem will soar naturally and you'll become more confident in yourself. You will discover that your self-worth is not dependent on any external factors or other people's opinion of yourself, but on you and you alone. You are the sole determinant of how you feel about yourself and how worthy and valuable you think you are. You alone holds the key to your own self-worth. And as Eleanor Roosevelt pointed out, nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. Become responsible for yourself. So we hear a lot about accountability on the internet, women that should take accountability for their actions, for their past actions, which is absolutely true. But this does not mean that you have to punish yourself into thinking that this is all I'm worth. I'm not worth any more than this. That's punishing yourself. That's not actually taking accountability. If you've come from a place of self-loathing, how do you expect to transform into this beautiful butterfly, into this elegant lady, if you keep holding on to your past mistakes? cannot work. Of course, take full responsibility for your life and what happens inside it. Take charge of yourself. God gave us free will, and He's given us the ability to be in charge of ourselves, of our destiny. Change what you can, accept what you can't. Nobody has the rights to influence and have power over your life. Only you can do that. Exercise authority for yourself and take responsibility for your life. So ladies, I really hope that these points will help you, at least take you in the right direction to help you increase your self-worth, ladies, because I want you to become that high value woman that you know that you deserve to be. So in conclusion, ladies, let's do a quick recap into how you can develop this self-esteem and this self-worth. Understanding what healthy self-worth is. Your self-worth is not determined by any external factors. Shun self-criticism. Take it easy on yourself, ladies. You're not perfect and you will not be. Not in this lifetime. Take it easy on yourself. Love yourself. Love your imperfections. Avoid comparing yourself to others, ladies. This is so most important. Stop the self-depreciation. Know yourself. Embark on a self-discovery expedition. Find out who you are from your own lens and not through what others think of you. Accept who you are. Totally embrace who you are. And if you want to self-improve, if you want to develop to become this elegant lady, at least you know the steps that you need to change in order to do so. Love yourself more. If you don't love you, who else is going to? Loving yourself isn't vanity, it's sanity. Develop your self-worth. Following the above steps will really result in an enhanced view of yourself, and this will enable you to gradually build up your self-worth. Become responsible for yourself. Take charge and rule the world. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching.